welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're back. Today we're going to be making a delicious bouquet for Valentine's Day. We're going to be using strawberries for this. Valentine's Day is just around the corner and strawberries are very expensive right now, and they're even more expensive if you buy them already covered in chocolate. This can be a very meaningful gift to your significant other or just even to yourself, your mom, dad, whoever one you want to give this to. It's very simple to make, very delicious, so let's get started with the video. Right here I have about 2 pounds of strawberries. The only strawberries that I could find were small strawberries, and then some of them are big, but as you can see they're not very red. Now the good thing about this is that we're going to be covering them with chocolate, so they're going to get a little bit of sweetness on there as well. So it doesn't really matter if your strawberries are big or small. It's better if they're big like this one, but small strawberries would work as well. For the chocolate, I'm going to be using white, pink, and red. Candy Melt is a brand that is used to dip stuff in. It's not necessarily chocolate, but it does taste like chocolate. I like to use this brand just because using regular chocolate, it won't hold as well. And sometimes it takes a long time to dry. Depending on if you're going to be using straight up chocolate or the Candy Melts, you're going to be needing vegetable shortening. Not all people necessarily have to use this. This is just going to help your chocolate or your Candy Melts look a little bit smoother and finer if you don't want those kind of lumps on there, and it's going to give a little bit of shine on there as well. We're going to be using eatable sprinkles. I got these different types of sprinkles at the store. A Ziploc bag or a decorating bag. Wooden skewers. Make sure you get the long ones. Don't get the short ones or else your bouquet is not going to come out right. So make sure you get the long skewers. Tissue paper. Right here I have white, red, and red stripes with white, and it kind of has like little hearts in it. And we're also going to be using foam, or we're going to be using this that you can find at the garden section of your store. It's kind of like foam. It's those things that the florists use to poke flowers in there to keep the flowers steady. We're going to be using this to put the strawberries in. That way you can hold it together and we won't have to put it on a table or a cooking sheet. Or you can also use the back of your strainer. This is just so we can poke the holes in there and we can keep the strawberries up. So we can also put them like this. And the strawberry can go right here on the top and it's gonna hold up. So if you don't want to buy that and you just have this at your house, you can also use this instead. We're going to start off with the strawberries. You want to make sure your strawberries are completely clean and dry. I already washed my strawberries. Now all we have to do is just pat them dry. Okay, so we have all of our strawberries here dry. You don't want to use your strawberries wet or else the chocolate is not going to stick to the strawberry. You're going to have a harder time sticking them into it. But once this is ready, we're going to do the chocolate next. You want to make sure you do each chocolate separately. That way one chocolate will not harden while you're using the other chocolate. So we're going to put them in a glass container that's microwave safe. You can also do this with a double boiler, meaning you can have a pot on the bottom with a little bit of water and a bigger bowl on top, and you can melt your chocolate that way on low heat. But I'm going to be using the microwave right now. We're going to put this in for 15 seconds, stir, another 15 seconds, stir, another 15 seconds, stir, until all the chocolate has already been melted. This chocolate is nice and smooth now. For this batch, I'm not gonna use vegetable shortening just because the chocolate is the right consistency. The vegetable shortening is gonna depend how old your chocolate is, how long you leave it in the microwave for, and depending on what kind of chocolate you use as well. So this chocolate, I'm not gonna use it. but I've used this kind of chocolate where I did have to use vegetable shortening. It's just really gonna depend on how you feel your chocolate. So your chocolate has to look like this, where it has a smooth consistency and it's very runny. For melting your chocolate, if you're doing it on a plate, you wanna make sure you transfer that into something that it's more like a cup base. That way you can dip your strawberry in and then come out with it. If you're gonna be using a plate on it, it's gonna be a little bit harder for you to cover your chocolate strawberries. So what you're gonna do is with the wooden stir, you're gonna dip it a little bit on the chocolate, get a little bit on there, get your strawberry, poke a hole right in the middle, and there you go. Grab the ends of your strawberry, the green part, and you're gonna dip. You're gonna let this here for a second. Let it drip all the extra chocolate. You're gonna turn it over slowly. And then here, you're gonna poke it. So it's gonna look like this. You're gonna have your strawberry on top, and then it's gonna be connected to this. And then we're gonna do this with every single strawberry. Depending if you're gonna be using sprinkles or not, you're gonna be adding them at this time. Okay, so I've already done all my strawberries that are gonna be pink. Now we're gonna continue with the red. All my strawberries have already been covered. Okay, now that we're done with the pink and red strawberries, we're gonna continue with the white chocolate. As you can see, this chocolate is one of those chocolates that just won't, we're not gonna be very drippy. So for this, we're gonna be adding a little bit of vegetable oil. We're gonna be adding about half of this. We're gonna be adding about that much, just a tiny piece. Since the chocolate is hot, the vegetable shortening should be easy to melt. And as you can see, it already starts to look a lot better. We're gonna add the chocolate into a piping bag or a Ziploc bag if you have that. And with the scissors, cut just a little bit of excess on the top. And you want to test first. This strawberry fell and it got this little bumps right there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fix it with this. And you can't really tell the bumps anymore. Same with this one. This one fell really hard. Another thing that you can do is you can go in spiral. While we're letting them dry, we're gonna continue with the next step. With your tissue paper, you're gonna fold it in half. But the ends are not gonna meet. Their ends are gonna be in two different places. So we have one paper here. Sorry, my camera is too small. I'm not able to record everything that I'm doing. So I had my paper in a square. I folded in half, but the ends didn't meet. That's what we're gonna do with 3 sheets of paper. Okay, so you have your tissue paper here, and like I said, you fold it in half and then stack it on top of each other and make sure the ends are in different places. And then you're gonna start stacking your strawberries. Whenever you feel like you have enough strawberries, all you're gonna do is just wrap. This edge that is really long, you can just fold it. And you can tie this right here with the rubber band. Add more tissue paper if you like. With another rubber band, we're gonna tie the bottom. Make sure you hide all the bamboo sticks. And that's it for this week's video. Don't forget to comment down below if you want me to do any other recipe. Subscribe to our channel to be part of our family. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. Share with your friends if you loved it. Have a wonderful weekend and we'll see you next time. Bye!